Hi, in 3 minutes, I will break down the case for and against central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, relative to crypto. Now, the emergence of central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, has been stirring the pot in the financial world. It's raised critical questions about the impact on the established decentralized space of cryptocurrencies. So, will CBDCs be a friend or foe to crypto? Now, the answer, much like the future of finance itself, lies somewhere in the nuanced spectrum between cooperation and competition. Two very different things. Competition means you go against. Cooperation means collaboration. Now, here are a few benefits of CBDCs. 1. Financial inclusion. CBDCs can bring unbanked and underbanked populations into the formal financial system, providing access to essential services like digital payments and remittance tools. Secondly, increased efficiency. CBDCs can offer faster, cheaper, and more secure transactions compared to traditional payment methods. This, of course, can benefit businesses and consumers alike. Also, monetary policy control. Central banks can potentially exercise greater control over money supply and inflation through CBDCs, which potentially boosts economic stability. Reduced crime. With digital footprints and improved traceability, CBDCs can tackle financial crime and money laundering. Now, on the inverse, what are the potential threats to crypto? Well, of course, first is competition. If widely adopted, CBDCs could compete with stablecoins and other cryptocurrencies for dominance in digital payments. This potentially will squeeze out decentralized alternatives. Secondly, centralization. This is the complete opposite of decentralization, which redistributes power, redistributes consensus across the populace. Unlike cryptocurrencies built on decentralized blockchains, CBDCs are centrally controlled by governments, which raises concerns about privacy, censorship, potential misuse of data, and of course, tyranny. Also, reduced financial freedoms. There is a very valid fear that CBDCs could give governments unprecedented control over individual finances, which potentially limits freedom of movement and access to alternative currencies. Consider this. You go to a grocery store, you try to buy milk or beef, and suddenly they tell you, well, you can't spend this money on meat products. You get the point. Surveillance and control. With detailed transaction data readily available, CBDCs could raise concerns about mass surveillance and erosion of individual privacy. Another very valid concern. Now, what's on the future landscape? The impact of CBDCs on crypto will likely depend on several factors. Design and implementation is one of them. Governments must ensure CBDC designs prioritize privacy, security, and financial inclusion while minimizing centralization and control. Of course, there's a very low likelihood that most governments will embrace this approach. Regulation. Regulatory frameworks that promote fair competition and innovation will be crucial in shaping the future of both CBDCs and cryptocurrency. Again, it could be collaboratively competitive. It's not a zero-sum game. Finally, user adoption. Ultimately, The success of CBDCs and cryptocurrencies will hinge on user adoption and trust. Each system must demonstrate its advantages in terms of usability, security, and value proposition. Now, conclusively, instead of viewing CBDCs and cryptocurrencies as enemies locked in a battle for supremacy, a more nuanced picture emerges. They can coexist and even complement each other. CBDCs can bring unbanked populations into the fold and streamline digital payments, while cryptocurrencies can offer financial freedom, censorship resistance, and innovative applications. The key lies in fostering a healthy financial ecosystem where users chose the best tools for their needs, while policymakers and developers prioritize financial inclusion, privacy, and responsible innovation. Remember, the future of money is not a zero-sum game. It's a continuously evolving landscape where both centralized and decentralized solutions can coexist and collaborate to create a more inclusive, efficient, and accessible financial system for all. Stay tuned.